Students, welcome you to the physical science class. Today we are going to learn about nonmetals and metalloids. What are nonmetals? Elements that generally do not shine neither too hard nor too soft are nonmetals. Nonmetals are substances that do not exhibit the properties of metals. Many nonmetals are materials which are soft and dull in appearance. They break into a powdery mass when beaten with a hammer. They are not sonorous and are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Some nonmetals are sulfur, carbon, oxygen, silicon, phosphorus, and chlorine. All gases are nonmetals. Physical properties of nonmetals. Physical state. Nonmetals occur as solids, liquids, or gases at normal temperature. Solid nonmetals include carbon, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, and iodine. Liquid nonmetal is bromine. Gaseous nonmetals are hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and chlorine. Hardness. Nonmetals are generally soft. They are not hard except diamond, a form of carbon. Diamond is the hardest known naturally occurring substance. Luster. Luster means shining. Nonmetals do not shine. They have dull appearance except graphite and iodine. Graphite and iodine are shiny and lustrous nonmetals. Density. What is density? Good. Mass per unit volume of a substance. Nonmetals are generally soft. They have low density except diamond. Diamond, a form of carbon, is the hardest natural occurring substance. Melting point and boiling point. What is melting point? Melting point is a state where a substance reaches the points where it can change from solid to liquid. The state can be changed into solid to liquid. At the particular point, we call it as melting point. We know that melting point of water is 0 degree Celsius. Non-metals have low melting point. What is boiling point? Boiling point is the state where a substance reaches the points where it can change from liquid to gas. The state can be converted into liquid to gaseous form. We know that boiling point of water is 100 degree Celsius. The water liquid is converted into vapor form at 100 degree Celsius. Nonmetals have low boiling point except carbon, silicon and boron. Tensile strength. What do you mean by tensile strength? Very good. The capacity to withstand stress or strain without breaking is called as tensile strength. Non-metals have low tensile strength. Some non-metals do not have tensile strength. However, carbon fiber, a form of carbon, is as tensile as steel. Malleability. Malleability means the materials can drawn into thin sheets. Non-metals cannot be drawn into thin sheets, so they are non-malleable. If hammered, they form a powdery mass. For example, graphite in lead pencil is a non-metal, which on beaten with hammer, they break into pieces and they change to powder form. Actually, non-metals in solid are brittle. Brittle means powder. Ductility. Ductility means materials that can drawn into wires. They can be converted into wires. Non-metals cannot be drawn into wires. So they are not ductile. Carbon fiber is highly ductile. Conductivity. Materials that can allow heat and electricity to flow through them are known as conductors. Insulators that do not allow heat and electricity to flow through them. Generally, non-metals are bad conductors of heat. They do not allow heat and electricity to flow through them. They are all insulators except graphite. Graphite is a good conductor of heat and electricity. The black material inside a pencil, we call it as lead. However, it is not the lead metal. The lead of pencils is a mixture of graphite, wax and sand. Pencil lead contains a non-metal graphite, which is an excellent conductor of both heat and electricity. Graphite is used as an electrode in dry cells. It is also used to make brushes for electric motors and generators. Sonorous. Materials that can produce sound on being hit are said to be sonorous. Strike a metal vessel with a metal spoon. Note the kind of sound emitted. Metals produce a ringing sound when struck and they are said to be sonorous. However, non-metals do not produce sound when hit and they are said to be non-sonorous. Non-metals do not produce any sound on hit with a hammer. Comparison between metals and non-metals. Physical state. Metals are usually solid or liquid. Non-metal can either be solid, liquid or gas. Hardness. Metals are hard except sodium and potassium. Non-metals are not hard and strong. However, diamond, a non-metal, is the hardest natural material. Luster. Luster means shiny. All metals are shiny. Non-metals are not lustrous. They do not shine except graphite and iodine. Density. Metals have high density. Non-metals have low density. Melting point and boiling point. Metals have high melting point and boiling point except sodium, potassium, mercury and gallium. Non-metals have low melting point and boiling point except graphite. Tensile strength. Metals have the ability to withstand strain without breaking. They have high tensile strength. Non-metals have low tensile strength. Malleability. Malleability means they can be hammered into thin sheets. Metals are malleable. Non-metals are not malleable. They are brittle. Brittle means powder. Ductility. Ductility means they can be drawn into wires. Metals are ductile. Non-metals are not ductile. Conductivity. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Silver and copper are good conductors. Bismuth and tungsten are exception. They are poor conductors of metals. Non-metals are poor conductors of heat and electricity, except graphite, which is a good conductor of electricity. Sonorous. On being hit, metals produce sound. Non-metals are not sonorous. They do not produce any sound. Uses of non-metals. Diamond. Diamond is a rare naturally occurring mineral composed of carbon. Diamond is the hardest known natural substance. Because diamonds are so strong, they are extremely effective in polishing, cutting and drilling. Small diamond particles are added to drills and saw edges to make them more powerful for cutting tough materials. Diamond, as a highly precious stone, has been used for centuries to make jewelry. Graphite. Graphite is used in pencils and lubricants and paints. It is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Because of its high conductivity, it is useful in electronic products such as electrodes, batteries and solar panels. Sulfur. Sulfur is used in the manufacturing of gunpowder and vulcanization of rubber. It is used in hardening rubber to make tires. It is also used in fungicide and insecticide, and also it is used in the manufacture of sulfuric acid, pesticides and drugs. Nitrogen. Nitrogen is a non-reactive gas. It has no color, odor. Odor means smell or taste. It comprises around 78% of the surface. Nitrogen is also present in every living thing on the planet. It is used in the manufacture of nitric acid and ammonia, which is required for the production of fertilizers. It is also used to preserve the freshness of packaged food. Chlorine. Chlorine is used as a bleaching agent and sterilizing water. Chlorine kills bacteria. It is a disinfectant. It is used to treat drinking water and swimming pool water. Chlorine destroys disease-causing germs and makes the water fit for drinking. Hydrogen. Hydrogen is used as a rocket fuel, and hydrogen flame is used for cutting and welding purposes as well as reducing agent. Hydrogen is used to manufacture ammonia. Fertilizers such as urea are produced from ammonia. Hydrogen is also used in the extraction of metals. Metals can be extracted in the ores by the non-metal hydrogen. The oxyhydrogen torch is used for cutting and welding metals. Metalloids. The elements which exhibit the properties of metals as well as non-metals are called metalloids. What are metalloids? Metalloids possess the properties of both metals and non-metals. Examples of metalloids are boron, silicon, arsenic, germanium, antimony, tellurium and polonium. Physical properties of metalloids. Metalloids are all solid at room temperature. They have definite shape. All the metalloids can exhibit both properties. They can behave as metals and non-metals. At room temperature, they tend to be solid state. They can form alloys with other metals. What is an alloy? Alloys are mixtures of metal with other metals or non-metals. Mixtures of metals, we call it as alloys. Metalloids form mixtures of metals with other metals. Metals can be mixed with each other or with other substances to create a new material known as alloy. For example, brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. Brass is used to make screws that do not rust. Some metalloids such as silicon and germanium can act as electrical conductors under the specific conditions, thus they are called semiconductors. Silicon and germanium are conductors of electricity. They can allow electricity to pass through them. Silicon is the main component of sand. Silicon is used more in solar cells, transistors, and in making microchips for the electronic industries. Silicon appears lustrous. Lustrous means shiny. Silicon is so shiny, but it is not malleable or ductile. We cannot draw silicons into sheets or wires. The character of silicon is brittle. Brittle, that is powder form. So, silicon possess both the properties of metal and non-metal. They appear lustrous, but they are non-malleable nor ductile. It is a poor conductor of heat and electricity than the metals. Silicon is an insulator of heat and electricity when compared to other metals. The physical properties of metalloids show they are all metals, but their chemical properties show metalloids are non-metals. Uses of metalloids. Silicon. Silicon is used in electronic devices. Silicon is used widely as a semiconductor in computer and electronic industries. It is used in the production of fireworks. It is used in computer chips and solar cells. It is also used in the steel industry. Boron. Boron is used in fireworks and as a fuel for ignition in rocket. Boron is an extremely hard and heat resistant semi-metal. It is the second hardest of all elements. It is widely used in bleachers as it can remove stains. They are used widely in industries as a stain remover. Boron is also used to manufacture glass. Thank you, students. I hope that you have understood very well about non-metals and metalloids with their uses. Thank you for watching.